It was another very hot and humid day across the area. We have been tracking a cold front that did fire up a couple of thunderstorms for some of us, primarily off into southeastern Missouri, off into western Kentucky. Those storms are starting to fizzle out and push off to the south the rest of the evening. Unfortunately, if you didn't get any rain, not a whole lot more coming our way. We are going to continue to stay dry, and we've got a little bit of sunshine still filtering in through some of those clouds in Carbondale. It's still hot and it's still pretty humid at this time, but there's a little bit of a break coming our way. Here's a look at temperatures across the country. It could be worse. Memphis right now at 100 degrees. Here at home, we're sitting in the mid 90s, but what's making it so uncomfortable today is just the humidity. It's really sticky, a little bit oppressive today. We do see some of us, the heat index values still feeling like the triple digits. Sikeston feels like a 102, Paducah feels like a 100, and then Mount Vernon is feeling like 99. So even if you're stepping out this evening, it's still a little bit muggy and uncomfortable. Overnight tonight, quiet conditions, partly cloudy skies, and then over the next couple of days, we're going to get a little bit of relief from the heat. It's still going to be hot, but it's just not going to be quite as hot. So it's a small break though. The heat is going to be cranking right back up by Saturday, and it's also going to be pretty humid again by the weekend. But this is why we're getting the relief. There is a cold front making its way through. That'll make it just a slightly bit more comfortable tomorrow. We'll really probably start to feel it during the morning hours. We did see temperatures in the 70s this morning. Tomorrow, some of us could dip back into the mid 60s. That'll be a nice way to start the day, but as we get into the afternoon, even with the front, high temperatures are still going to be running pretty close to 90 degrees. So yes, it's not the mid 90s, but it's still pretty hot. Where we're going to be seeing the most relief tomorrow is with the dew points. The dew points today were up into the 70s. That's why it was so muggy. But tomorrow they dip back down into the low 60s. So that will make it feel at least a little bit more comfortable. Storm Track 3 app, keep that on standby. Not a whole lot of rain to talk about in the forecast, but there is a bigger cool down eventually coming. We are going to be tracking some pretty hot temperatures into Saturday, but into next week, we start to see that heat push back off to the west, and then we're going to get a little bit of a break. So again, by Saturday, we're climbing back up into the upper 90s, 97 degrees for that high temperature on Saturday. But check it out, Sunday, a little bit cooler, back down to 90, and then Monday and Tuesday, we'll be dipping back down into the 80s. So there's a tiny bit of relief in sight. It doesn't last for too long because by midweek next week, we are going to be climbing back up into the low 90s. Now, as far as the chance for storms, we really don't have a whole lot of activity on the board. Our next best chance at seeing any rain in the area is going to be on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, so prepare for the heat and the dry.
And the dry weather too, yes.
All right, thank you, JC.